classification and placements are active and tracking at this station. Have you checked your bay number? Check again. Unauthorized landing may trigger a lethal response. Blocking the docking bay access corridor is not permitted. This starport will not allow such intolerable behavior. Loitering is a crime punishable by death. Make sure you have authorization before you enter the docking bay.
Hello, welcome to Moonshot Voyages. I'm Commander Kadif, and today we are continuing my multi-part series of taking this Sidewinder to Sagittarius A. So, just as a recap, yesterday we left the bubble and are heading out to Sagittarius A star. So, yeah, I'm just going to be continuing the journey today. I'll probably go into shorter jumps to try to hit more star systems on the way. So that's going to lead to a lot more jumps, but it'll use less fuel and hopefully give me a higher chance of finding undiscovered countries. I mean systems. Anyway, so without further ado, let's switch into the live game. Whoops, forgot to change that. That wasn't supposed to be on there, but that's okay. And as soon as that's done, there we go. So if you're in chat, go ahead and drop me a line. And yeah, otherwise I'm just going to be exploring my way towards Sagittarius A. Just turn that off. So we're going to do 1,000. I'm going a little bit above the plane of the galaxy just so I can find hopefully less traveled areas. So. So first things first, please keep your arms, legs, and everything inside the craft at all times. Permanece sentados, por favor. Remain seated, please. I will be turning on the seatbelt sign now. So please keep your seatbelt on.
Landing gear retracted.
Excuse me. Just want to check on something. Ah, coffee. Well, this is going to take a while.
Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Frameshift drive charging.
The engines are making a funny noise. I'm not used to that.
System scan complete.
Nothing here. Oh, hey, out of the corner. How are you today? Still at work, I assume.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't feel great. Oh, man. I hope it wasn't because you watched the stream yesterday. I bet it was because of the Snyder Cut. That's probably it. Fun. I woke up aching. Yeah, probably from Snyder. Yeah, that's my assumption. Keep finding all these one-star systems here. Well, that sucks. Are you actually going to work today then?
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, but it's the same message as before. I'm at work at the moment, but considering taking the rest of the day. Yeah, you should. Take the rest of the day off, hop onto Elite, join me out here in the black. I'll have to give you my We'll have to become friends on Elite, though. Ooh, this place has planets.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, this one's... Oh, haha, I think I'd probably just try to sleep. Yeah, yeah. I don't blame you. Well, at least you weren't sick over the weekend, you know. Be sick on company time. So I made a few changes to my stream. I moved my this thing over to the other side because I realized yesterday I was turning it on and off. Yeah, true. I realized yesterday I was turning it on and off a lot to show stuff that happened on the left side of the screen, but there was almost nothing on the right side of the screen to be like worth showing. So, but I also had to flip my camera, so this is my left hand, but for you it should be appearing on the right. But if it were normal, but I flipped it. Yeah, the right side makes more sense. Yeah, I had to flip it because once I, moved it over to the right side, yeah, exactly, it should be left. But if the camera weren't flipped, it would be right. The screen right. So I had to flip it so that when I was looking at the game, I'm looking in towards the center of the screen. Otherwise, it looked weird. I was like looking off to the side, like I'm playing the game now, and not even looking at the game. I don't know. It's something weird. Maybe I'm the only one who would notice. There's only 5. How many bodies did it say it was here? Yes. My gaze toward the center. Man, my plan for making shorter jumps isn't really working that much right now. Maybe I should get a little further away from the bubble. But we'll see. Probably about 10 more jumps and it'll be good. Yeah, every few minutes I'm going to be checking on the CVS vaccine site to see if I can schedule an appointment for this week. I could go out to Bakersfield because, like, I have the time and they have the vaccines, but the problem is it's a 2-dose, which is fine. But the problem is the nice, Matt scheduled his for tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, I would love to schedule mine for any day this week, really. The problem is with the 2-dose, the second part, if I chose Bakersfield, that's a good 3.5 to 4 hour round trip. And like the second dose would happen during the pilot that I'll be on. And it's like, I don't know if I can find 4 hours in the middle of the week to go get my second dose. So, I don't know, just hoping to find something closer here. Oh, yeah, that would be tricky. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how busy this show... pilots are generally pretty crazy, from what I understand, so... I don't think it's going to be very visual effects heavy or anything, so... I don't know. It's a single cam show, which I've never been on before. And I've only been on multicam. And single cam shows are kind of like The Office or something. We technically use multiple cameras, but it's set up like a single. Usually shot on location or a set. Not set up like a sitcom. And it's so funny because in the interview, they're like, have you ever worked on multicam? And it's like, well, no. And so then I texted some other assistant editors I know, like, hey, what's the difference between multicam? Like, you know, as far as the job is concerned, I understand the show style is different. And they're like, nothing. In fact, it's usually easier because you have way less footage to deal with. So, I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Yeah. But it's gonna be, I won't have like a million hard drives here. They're basically sending me a system to remote in to another system that's turned off at Warner Brothers, or turned on at Warner Brothers, that's plugged into the Nexus server. So I just don't know how great that's going to work.
Fuel scoping complete.
I would much rather just have drives here, everything copied. But what I'd rather is just have us connected to a cloud-based Nexus. That would be the best. Yeah, they are sending me a workstation here, which kind of sucks because I've only got this one desk, so I'm going to be taking apart my main computer and probably moving it to maybe plugging it into my TV. So when I stream, my background's going to be all different.
Frame shift.
But that's okay. It's only for like 6 weeks. But yeah, I wish they would just put all the media up in a cloud-based Nexus and then pay for everybody to have, you know, high bandwidth, like 150 or higher. And we just have Avid locally and access the files, you know, as we would in the office. But I guess that's way more expensive than doing it the way they're doing it. So, because if that were the case, I'd just use this system. We basically do that here. We have our artists all log into a workstation that's in the office. Yeah, that must be cheaper. Does it work well for you guys? Like, is there any lag?
System scan complete. Frame shift drive charging.
Yeah, like, so if the artist needs a workstation at their home, then you send them one. You don't really notice a lag for you. That's good. That gives me hope. The only thing I worry about, like my job, I don't think it'll be an issue, but the editor, like a lot of their job requires them to see picture and audio. Like, you know, it's got to be accurate. So that's the only, like, he might get more annoyed than me. So none of those were mapped, but none of them are landable. So we use Teradisi, which is good for that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're using. I guess I'll find out later this week.
Frame shift drive charging.
Oh, I'm also streaming this at 60 frames per second at 1080 to see if there's any kind of weird drop or anything. Seems okay. I think it's an Italianish word, like Teradici. Oh, okay. We'll just call it pterodactyl. It's easier to remember.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scoping complete. Frame shift drive charging.
Okay, next system. Gonna take a look at CVS. Is it worse than yesterday? You're saying there's a bit of artifacting in the stream. Well, I do have, like, scan lines over my camera. And it is kind of like, there's a layer over it that's kind of flickering. So I'm wondering if that's messing it up. Also, I'm wondering if because the camera is capturing at 30. You didn't notice it yesterday. So I might just bump back down to 30. The other thing I did was I changed my keyframe rate to 3 instead of 1. So that might be causing it too. Oh, and I'm still recording. I'm going to stop recording to my home drive. There we go. I don't know. That probably won't do anything, but... So you didn't notice it yesterday. There's some blockiness, but yeah, the transcoding might have an issue with the lines over. Yeah. But does the game itself look okay? The game generally looks fine, but when there's a lot of particles on the screen, then it downgrades to... Yeah. I'll set my keyframe back to 1 and see if that works. Yeah, because I think... that might just be just the nature of streaming. Even though I have it set to the constant bitrate, I swear that Twitch is doing like some kind of variable bitrate encoding because, yeah, like if nothing on the screen is moving, oh, interesting. You think I have to be partner to get higher bandwidth? Yeah, that's possible. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, I've noticed this kind of blockiness on others as well. So I think for stuff that's not moving a whole lot, you're fine. But anytime I go to jump, it probably gets a little messy. There was an SMM2 streamer, Super Mario World 2, right? Smash, I don't know. A streamer I watched who recently got partner, and he said the main thing he wanted was the bandwidth. Okay, that's good to know. Because, yeah, right now it caps me at 6. Super Mario Maker. That's what I thought you meant, but it just came out of my word maker wrong. So, yeah, right now it caps me at 6,000 kilobits per second. When I record locally, it's 25,000. So, I do have a much cleaner version of the stream local, if I needed it for some reason. But I turned off the recording for this because I think I'll just do it for like when I know there's going to be a big event. Okay, I gotta look at my map settings because we are not hitting anything. I mean, I guess that's fine. We're still... The thing is, too, this is a pretty well-traveled place. My understanding is you can have other options, but it does introduce a little more delay to the stream as well. Yeah, because right now we're at like 5 to 10 seconds, somewhere in there. I should have the stream running. Oh no, I guess that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, this is a pretty well-traveled route. I'm trying to get above the plane quite a bit. Maybe I should just go straight up for a little while. Maybe that's what I'll do. Where am I? There I am. If I could remember the controls. You could have the stream running if you really wanted to answer my messages faster. Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking. But no, I think I want to make you wait. So I'm just gonna have to wait for my answers. You could replay the stream by reading the chat before they show up in your feed. I could reply to it, yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. Changed my direction here. Hopefully we'll run into some planets nobody else has been to. So I imagine you're playing something else while watching this stream. I rarely ever just watch a stream.
Fuel scooping complete.
I'm doing. Oh yeah, that's right. You said you were at work, but you might cut out early.
Frameshift drive charging.
Hey, you'll keep my stream up and put it on TV for a while so you won't chat? That's fine. That's fine. I'm just kind of looking for stuff out here in the middle of nowhere. TTYL, sir. Have fun exploring. Thank you.
Frameshift drive charging.
I realized I could chat on my phone. Well, yes, but you're also still at work. I don't want to distract you and cause you to make irreversible mistakes.
Surface scan complete.
I was hoping something was cool. Something cool was there. I'm eating Cheerios. Well, it's hard to mess up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've messed up eating Cheerios before. Like you put the milk in first. Ugh.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I actually have the chat on my phone as well through the Twitch dashboard. Do you have an eating disorder? Right? Well, that would be a drinking disorder. I'm wondering if your chats come in quicker on my phone dashboard. Watching my phone. Test. Nah, looks like they came in at the same time. Or at least so close together that it didn't really make a difference. Oof, lots of stars there.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I started watching Superman 3 last night because we were talking about it. I still think it's better than the Snyder Cut. It just, I don't know. It just wasn't so dark. Yeah, oh. It just wasn't as dark. Like, it just, I mean, it was cheesy and campy, but it was like, well, this is what I feel like Superman should be. But maybe that's because that's what I grew up on.
Frameshift drive charging.
I was trying to decide either if I like Suicide Squad or Justice League better. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I like Suicide Squad more because it doesn't take itself as seriously, even though it uses music in really dumb ways. Now this is interesting. It said there's 12 bodies, but only one's showing up on the radar. That could mean, finally, an undiscovered system. Awesome. So, let's see what's here. Let's see what's here. Why aren't my controls working? Okay, I gotta go in and change some. Actually, true, but nothing happens in Suicide Squad. I guess it also has the benefit of being significantly shorter. Yeah, that might be part of it. That might be part of it. I thought I already set this. Full spectrum. Let's see. Tuning. Yeah. Keyboard. Hello. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I see what's going on. So my I think my uh, I think my fight stick is broken. The Z rudder, it always favors the left. So like right now it's kind of okay, but there, like I didn't do that. And so uh I gotta deactivate the Z the Z rotation or the rudder or whatever it's called. Yeah, and it's oh, you just yeah, I do, and it's brand new. Like it's only like 3 months old, and it's already. I don't know if it's just like dirty, but I looked it up, and a lot of people do um, have had this issue where it favors the left side, and like you have to take it apart and like solder these two things together to get it to work correctly. I'm just like, but it's brand new. It shouldn't have this issue, and decent it had decent reviews. So I'm thinking, um, yeah, I'm thinking I'm just gonna buy. Um, yeah, I feel like, I've been, I never felt like I got the controls right when I played. I mean, there's so many, and like it's taken me. I mean, I've been playing this for years, and I still make tweaks here and there. There we go. But yeah, having played on keyboard and mouse for so long, and then switched over to the flight stick. Now, if you say what brand is it? It's a Thrustmaster. So I don't know what the parent brand is. Yeah, it's just Thrustmaster. It's pretty good. Like I said, it had decent reviews, but then when I looked it up, looked up my problem, it was like the only problem with it I could find. So yeah, I've heard of these as well. Like I was like, oh, Thrustmaster, and it was about a quarter of the cost of the one I really want. So I thought, well, I'll get this one and see if I enjoy it. And other than that issue, I actually really enjoy it. Um, so the next one I get, I think, will be the Warthog, which has the throttle with it as well. And that one's like $400, but it's like steel, like it's really like high quality. So okay, so we found one undiscovered system so far.
Frameshift drive charging.
I feel like people who like flight sims probably overlap quite a bit with people that like soldering electron. Yeah, probably. Probably. Not me, but yes. Interesting. 8 bodies, but 10 sources. So is there game music? There is. I believe I have it turned off right now. I guess I could probably turn it on. The reason I had it turned off was when I was capturing video for the trailer I was making. I wanted to have like clean engine noises and stuff. So maybe I'll turn it back on just so it's not so dead quiet.
System scan.
Yeah, I think I'll turn it on. So now there should be 2 extra planets. Yeah, there's 2 extra planets here. Interesting. I always think it's weird when I get into a system and it's only like halfway discovered. It's like, why didn't you just finish it? But I think the reason is when the game came out, to discover a system, all you had to do was just do like the discovery scanner, the thing I do when I first enter the system, and that was it. That's all you did. And I think, and then they updated it so that now we have like a full system scanner, which is that mode I go into to actually like zoom into the planets. And that one will actually reveal more planets. So I think that's probably why. Is there music? I don't know. I guess I can kind of hear it. Ah, so these are the older ones. Yeah, I mean, some of the planets that are already discovered are probably older than the ones that I'm finding now. Or it could be, I don't know, I think it might be just, they may have been there, but if the person who entered the system didn't fly around to like seek out all the signal sources, because the discovery scanner used to have a limited range, and you could buy better discovery scanners. Now it's just like there's only one discovery scanner and it has an infinite range. So I think that's why. I think I'm just simply finding more. And so that means nobody's been to this system since, for like 4 years. Which is also kind of funny. Or if they had been to this system, they never turned in the data. Like their ship blew up before they got to a station or something. Because this doesn't automatically record. You have to land and sell it before it'll actually record it. And that's the advantage of the fleet carrier. Well, one of them. Do you get money or something for discovery? Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know exactly what the payouts are, but yeah, you can make a ton of money from exploration. So I get money just for discovering something that's already been discovered, but you get more money if it's a new discovery. And so that's why like Earth-like worlds are worth the most. Water worlds and ammonia worlds are right behind it. Yeah, so. Yeah, I think the last exploration trip I did, I made 440 million coming back from my fleet carrier, which was like just a ton. Turn my fuel scoop back on. Yeah, I think it was because there was a community goal happening, and so since I turned it in at the station with the community goal, it was worth a little more than normal, but it still would have been pretty high.
Frameshift drive charging.
to scoop this one.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. System scan complete.
Jeez. It's tons of stars. There's 6 stars in this one.
Frameshift drive charging.
want to make sure I'm not just going to scoopable stars, because I want there to be a chance to find like a neutron or white dwarf or black hole even. That would be nice.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, another undiscovered. Although there's only 2 bodies.
System scan complete.
Oh, 16,000 light seconds away. Okay, I am going to go make another cup of coffee. I'll be back. got more coffee. Have you filed your taxes yet out of Dakota? I need to do that this week. Blech. That's what we do on this stream. We fly to undiscovered planets and we talk about filing taxes. Welcome to Moonshot Voyages. The only elite dangerous stream that's also about taxes. We filed them in February. Man. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't done mine yet. I've just been lazy. I might do them today or tomorrow. It's pretty simple when you only work for one place a year. Makes it pretty easy. There was that one year, I think it was 2019, when I worked on, I want to use the money to buy a new bed. Oh yeah, that's not bad. Or you wanted to. Did you end up doing that? Pretty sure you told us. I think it was 2019. I worked for like 3 different shows. Oh, not yet. I worked for 3 different shows, and so, and I like paid off a student loan, something, I don't know. I mean, it's a big deal. Like, it's something that you're gonna spend about half your life on. So, like, I'm actually really happy with the bed I ended up getting when I moved. Ooh, 9 probes. Yeah, the one I want is expensive, so that has kept me from doing it. Yeah. Yeah, I actually only spent like $1,200 on mine, including the frame. And it's not bad. Like the frame was like $200, and then the mattress was $1,000. So, which makes sense, but I'm really happy with it. I did pay off a lot of my moving expenses though. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so the money went to a good place. Yeah, I have no idea how much I'll get in a return. I generally try to get it as close to 0 as I can, just so the government's not holding my money for me. Since I bought a couch and desk and washer dryer last year. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But yeah, I think last year I got like $1,500 back. But I try to get it pretty close to 0 just so I have more money, you know, during the year. There's like one year I owed like $5,000. That wasn't fun.
Surface scan complete.
I don't. Did I have issues with EDD? I don't. I don't think so. I mean, I was able to get unemployment. Wait, is that what you're talking about? Unemployment? Or is that education department? I have coworkers who worked partial hours last year during the shutdowns. Yeah, unemployment. So I didn't have any trouble getting unemployment, um, but I opted to have taxes taken out, uh, before I was given the money. So hopefully it's not an issue. I know California doesn't charge taxes on unemployment anyway, so I just had the federal taken out, so it should be okay. But yeah, I didn't. I did full unemployment, so I think basically California just wrote checks for the full weeks because of all the claims. Yeah, it seemed like they were being pretty nondescript or non-discriminate.
System scan complete.
So I have coworkers who were overpaid by a lot for about 6 weeks. Oh, jeez. Yeah, hopefully I wasn't overpaid. I don't think I was, because I just... That's crazy. So let me get this straight. So they opted for partial, but they got full. So they were getting partial for 6 weeks, but ended up getting full for 6 weeks, or they got 6 weeks extra. That shows up in their income, so basically owe taxes. Yeah, they'll owe taxes on money they didn't ask for. Well, at least it's only federal, not state, for unemployment for California. But
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
they worked 16 hours at my company, but EDD paid them for the full 40-hour weeks. I mean, I wouldn't be complaining, but I would be worried, A, about the taxes, but then B, if that would somehow come back to me as unemployment fraud. That it's like, oh, it's your mistake. It's not fraud, but they do have to return. Oh. That's dumb. I mean, it makes sense, but... I mean, it wasn't their fault. They claimed it correctly. I guess they could have just not... I don't know. I don't know if this happens for you, but they just load up a debit card for me through Bank of America. So it's like... I don't get the checks anymore. So it's like if there was a problem, it's not like I could just not accept the check or not cash the check. It's just, it's already put into a bank account. Which reminds me, I need to do it for this week. But EDD hasn't exactly figured out how to do that yet. So they determined they overpaid, but they're not sure how to ask for the money back. They're not sure how to do that. Yeah, in my case, I held off filing because there was some question on the form that my company wasn't sure how we were supposed to answer. Well, and what's funny, my company, since I get paid through Cast and Crew, they're based out of Burbank, but whenever I put in their company info, like it says it's out of St. Louis, and I corrected it last time, and then this time it came up again as out of St. Louis, so doesn't have a system in place to accept payments. Oh, that's interesting. I know Oregon does because my sister had to repay, so I should probably turn on my fuel scoop. Yeah. One coworker had to just mail them a cashier's check to some random address. Ooh, yeah, that sounds perfectly legit. No forms or anything. That's kind of like when I paid my my quarterlies. Like the first time I paid them, I, I I sent the check to where it said to go, but I never got any kind of confirmation that they received it, other than like my bank showed that it had been cashed. But it's like it didn't even show up that I had paid my quarterlies on my taxes, you know, later that year. I was just like, well, what was the point in that? Like, oh, this is so weird. Yeah, it seemed really sketch. So I just, you know, I just decided to not pay quarterlies for the rest, you know, for that next year. Um, and I just paid the fee, which I think was like $60 or whatever for not filing quarterlies. Because I was like, yeah, I don't want to like send this check out to random places without knowing where it's going. So, well, won't be any Earth-likes in this system. Luckily, I made almost the bare minimum per week, so I wasn't eligible for payments, but I still had to submit the forms. Oh, for quarterlies or? Oh, right. For unemployment. So you're okay. I was on like 3 days per week, but that put me over the bar. Why can't I scan this thing? Oh, it's moving. That's why. Yeah, I've never done partial. It's either all or nothing for me. So basically, I would have made the same amount of money if I hadn't worked at all. Actually, I would have made more because of the federal bonus. Yeah, you know, that's funny. Because I did pick up a little bit of side work while we were shut down, and there was no way they were going to be able to pay as much as unemployment, so I just did some of the work for free. like, like I don't want to screw up my benefits, so we both benefit. I get unemployment, and you get free work. But it wasn't too much. It was just like a couple weekends. But I'm afraid it would have been enough to screw up my unemployment. This is a pretty big undiscovered system, 31 bodies. They look like to be all rocky and icy worlds. Nothing too interesting quite yet. Not even geological signals.
System scan complete.
Okay, where to now? So I'm just going to continue in this plane. My stream, okay, your stream on my phone is like 4 seconds behind the PS4. So it's like 12 seconds off, 14 seconds off from real life. Darn that speed of light. Ugh, so slow. So I'm going to get a move on for a little while. We're going to go ahead and put this into fuel scoop mode. And so we can get a little further, a little quicker, just to get more into some unexplored territory, hopefully.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping.
I thought of a way we can test the delay. We get a string of plastic cups. Oh, we get a string and plastic cups. Yes, we could. Let's see, I wonder how much, yeah, from Burbank to La Mirada. I think I probably, I probably murdered the name of your city. Yeah, I mean, how many miles is that? It's only like 30 miles of string, 45 miles, somewhere in there. Oops. How many places? Yeah, probably 30, yeah. Alright, let's get that at the party store. Oh, look at this. Oh, well, I guess you can't see it because my face is in the way. But we might actually have an ammonia world in this one, which would be great because those are worth more money. But I haven't built my ammonia world graphic yet. And keeping it taut won't be an issue at all. No. Nah. I mean, if it starts to, you know, droop or whatever, we can just, like, find somebody to pull it tighter. So here's the ammonia world. Woo! We're gonna go map that.
System scan complete.
Cool. It's pretty close too. Where's the ammonia emote? I know. I haven't made one yet. But I'll throw up my Earth-like one, and then we can pretend it says ammonia. I need to start making emotes. I'm not even sure where to go on Twitch to do that. Gotta look that up. So 6 probes. Whoa. H3, H3. I like it. I'm totally gonna keep that in the graphic. That's great.
Surface scan complete.
Okay, so now do this, and then I know this is an ammonia world, but so I'll make an ammonia version of that. TTS? Yay. What's TTS? I don't know what all these cool acronyms are. Text to speech. I hadn't thought of it. Should I do that so that it reads ammonia world in some like robotic voice?
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, interesting. A lot of streamers do it for donations. So how does it work? Does it turn like the chat into speech? Like if you donate $5, you can write a message. Okay, cool, cool. That makes sense. Yeah, maybe. I imagine I'll eventually start adding a lot of things to this. It's kind of baby steps right now. But I like did the Twitch boot camp and it wasn't like really that informative as far as what you could do. Like it's like you can install plugins for your Twitch streams and then that's as far as it went. Like it didn't really tell me like what's out there. If you wanted to be hardcore, you could make your whole chat TTS. Yeah. Yeah. Just constantly talking. And this one looks like it's already fully scanned. Alright, it looks like this system's already been discovered. Yeah. I saw a clip where a guy had TTS for donations and he streamed himself sleeping. And people would donate to try to wake him. That's actually kind of funny. Little did those people know he didn't have the speakers turned on. And someone made a donation like, Alexa, what is my home address? Oh boy. Yeah, that's a little nefarious. Yeah, oh my gosh. Well, I don't have an Alexa, so that wouldn't work on me. And I don't have Siri turned on, so that also wouldn't work on me.
Frameshift drive charging.
I know, my biggest fear is being swatted. But thankfully I've only got 7 followers. And most of those I know in real life. So they already know where I live then.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, great. Yeah, well, when you start streaming Mario Maker, I'm gonna do that to you. So then we'll be even.
System scan complete.
Okay. Okay, these two stars a little close together. Come on.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two. Fuel scooping.
21. That's true. He said, Adedakana says, well, your sister and your mom basically swatted you that one time. That is true. They did. It was shortly after a new roommate had moved in, and he was he moved into the converted garage, and so I went. He got done setting up his room and such, and I had been talking with my sister on instant chat, like Messenger, and so I went. I told her, like my roommates had gotten home, and Matt had invited me into his room to show me like, hey, look, it's all set up. And so I texted my sister, people are here, and then I went to go talk with my roommates. Well, the problem was is my phone was low on battery, so I left my phone in my room on the charger, and then I went out to the garage to talk to my roommate. And about an hour later, we see lights flashing in the yard, like flashlights, and like, what is that? And then suddenly we realize there's police in our backyard area, and they're looking for me. And it turns out my sister and my mom had actually gotten worried that their last communication with me was, there are people here. So I guess, context is key, right? I'm kind of a sarcastic person sometimes, and so in my head it was like, oh, people are here. But for them, who live 1,000 miles away from me, it's like, oh, people are here, and then I don't respond. So that was kind of dumb. So yeah, they sent the police over, and that was really embarrassing. So, good times. Um, I think Auditicona, I think about that all the time. It's just all the time. And you weren't even there. You were like out at a movie. I was barely involved. Yeah. Yes, Auditicona was my other roommate at the time. Well, one of my other roommates at the time. And he was out at a movie. And then my third roommate was actually asleep and slept through the whole thing. He slept through the police banging on the door. He slept through. Oh, the cops were still there when you got home. Yeah, I think they might have been. Because after they found me in the garage, they had to verify my identity. And so I had to go into the house and find my ID. And while I did that, they went searching through the entire house. And they knocked on one of my roommate's doors, the one that was asleep. And they're like, is anybody in there? I was like, oh, yeah, but he's asleep. But luckily, by this time, they had already seen my ID. So they were like, yeah, okay. But, man, that was crazy. It's like, yeah, don't go in there. He sleeps in the nude. Alright, so there are some geological signals on this planet. So I'm going to go map it and then go land in a geologic source and try to get some readings. I bet it's just thermal vents. Probably nothing special, but we'll see. What else could the geological sources be? I don't know. There's thermal vents, but then there's also like lava tubes, which are kind of like thermal vents, but like most of the time the thermal vents just spew like water or gas, but the lava tubes spew lava. I haven't found a whole lot of those. I don't know. Yeah, I think those are the only couple of things it could be. But if it's a biological source, then it gets interesting. Those are the fun ones. Oh wow, this is a really low mass moon. Should be easy to land on. Could it be a pretty lady? No. Most of the time they're just plants. But, I mean, again, only 0.04% of the galaxy has been discovered. So, like, I think out of 400 billion stars, it would seem most things could be possible. So, I'm not going to rule it out, is what I'm saying. Okay, so this has 45 geological signals. Oh, you mean like shucks, not like you hope there's rats. I mean, there could be rats, but probably not. Yeah, let's go to geological signal number 39. That sounds like a good one. I try to choose ones that are on, you know, the lit side of the planet, because those are just easier to see for natural and obvious reasons. Don't go too fast. Purple fire. Lit. Okay, that's a lit emote. Cool. This side is lit. Lit AF. Lit as fudge. Fudge. So, looks like some venting, huh? Now this is where an SRV would come in handy. It's the surface recreational vehicle. I don't know. I actually can't remember what SRV stands for. But basically it's the little car that you can put in your ship to drive around. I do not have one on this ship. I could have, but again, that thing weighs a lot, so I decided not to. I think the car and the bay to keep the car in together weigh like 12 or 13 tons. Okay, so we need to switch into Oops. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh no. Oh jeez. Please don't clip that. That was absolutely the wrong button and I just boosted right into the surface. I'm surprised I'm not dead. I am actually very surprised I survived that. Jeez. Oh no. Okay. Okay. That, boy, that woke me up. Alright. Okay, I need to... data link. Yeah, okay. Geez, 76% hull integrity. Yeah, that's going to cost a pretty penny when I get to a station. I don't think it's going to affect me much, but man, that was bad. That could have been bad. So this is a water ice geyser. No new traits found. Water ice confirmed. All right. Oh gosh, I'm way out here. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna route power to shields just so we can get going on regenerating those. Jeez. Okay, we will never speak of this again. Don't worry, I clipped it for you. Yay. Great. Actually, please do. That was... If I had died, I probably wouldn't have liked it, but... It's, oops.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Don't clip that. Yes. I'll have to watch that after I'm done here. We all make mistakes. Even the darn auto docking computer makes mistakes. So, you know, I'm only human. I guess it is my fault that the boost button is right next to the switch combat mode to analysis mode button. That may be an issue. It's funny too because like I was completely stopped, I was safe, and then boom. 76%, jeez. Hey, here we go, potentially again. Ooh, we're gonna get some gas giants in this one. So now my yeah, it didn't look like you were going to crash. Yeah, no, it I was fine. I was fine. Yeah. No, I boosted right into the surface of the planet. Instead of switching my analysis mode, I accidentally hit the boost, and so my engine was like. It's like hitting the gas when you're not supposed to. And then, yeah, I just kind of bounced off and just started spinning. uh, jeez. Oh, good. This is also geological, likely. Yay. I'll try not to kill myself running into that one. Yeah, that one's going on Twitter. I thought you were further up in the atmosphere when I first looked. Yeah, I don't know how far I was up. I'm guessing maybe 20 meters. I don't know. I'll have to take a look. But my ship at boost goes almost 500 meters per second, so it doesn't take long to go from 0 to 500 meters. This one's also geological likely. Oh, there's a lot of geological likelies in here. So this is around 9. Okay. So many. There we go. Alright, where are we headed? High metal content world with metallic core. Worlds like this can have metallic ores near the surface in places, especially around blah blah blah. There's 5 geological features. Gravity is 1.9 G. Not sure I like that. This one also has geological, and it's only 0.09 G. Well, let's try the 1.9 G. Hopefully I'll be a little more careful this time. So this world's about the size of Earth. Or it's just as dense. It's almost as dense as Earth. Let's see. Earth mass is 1.23. Yeah, so it's a little bit more massive than Earth. Radius, 6,400 kilometers. You know what? I don't know the radius of Earth in kilometers off the top of my head. But maybe this world is smaller than Earth size-wise, but denser, so it's more massive. Insert mom joke. Hey, be careful. My mom might show up in this, apparently. Yeah, 7 probes. That's pretty big. Rhonda, if you're watching, I don't think you're anywhere near the size of the planet. Well, that's good.
Scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Alright, let's try this again. So this planet might be a little tougher. Hope I'm not too shallow. Okay. I don't need to switch any settings, so we should be good there. Oh. So it's going to be a matter of keeping it steady enough. So I scan it twice because the first time you scan it, it doesn't tell you what it is. Which is really weird. Okay, so this is silicate vapor formula, no new traits found, and that's why it doesn't tell you what it is. If it was a new thing, it would come up as a cool graphic, but if it's something that you've already discovered, it just doesn't tell you. It's like, but I want to know. So, sulfur dioxide, or no, wait, silicate vapor formal. I can't read. I can't read. Cool. Alright, let's get out of here before I crash. Okay, so I think the next landable planet that I find, I think I'm going to land and sign off for a little while, as I'm getting hungry for lunch,
Frameshift drive charging.
and it is 2:30.
4, 3,
So,
2, 1.
but I think I'll be on later tonight. I think I'm going to try my 8 o'clock time and see how that is. So I'll just make one more jump here, land at the first landable planet I find. So it could be more than one jump, but probably only one. Where's Van Halen when you need them? Trying to get the reference. Van Halen. Something about a guitar.
Frameshift drive charging.
Jump. Oh. You know, I thought that, but I was like, nah, it's gotta be more than that. They have it, yeah. They have a song called Jump.
3, 2.
And about 90%, about 98% of the lyrics is just the word jump. Alright, this system probably has a bunch of planets I could land on. Oh, only 9. Okay. Might have 1 or 2. Let me fuel up here, though, so I don't leave the game with an empty tank. That's always the worst.
Fuel scooping complete.
Alright, what do we got here? Okay. Oh, that's an interesting name. First discovered by... It's kind of cool, actually. I want a barcode as a name. Gotta be careful of the... Yes, they'll get you, the DMCA. Yeah! Obviously, I'm not going to be playing, like, actual music. And, yeah, if I started to sing that Van Halen song, I'd probably... StarCraft 2 has a ton of barcode accounts. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, if I started to sing that Van Halen song, I'm sure I'd be flagged because, obviously, I would sound just like him. But... there's actually some sound effects I want to put in for like the sub follows and the follows and the raids. And it's like, I don't know if I can. Yeah, they're outside your door waiting. Yeah, I'm sure. Probably because you sent them. The DMCA police. getting work texts. It's a good thing we're wrapping this up. Yeah, just bust down the door. Just waiting for you to start singing a song so they can bust you. They're going to be waiting a long time.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Yeah, you think I can play short clips from some things? Yeah, I've seen other streamers play stuff from like the movie Aliens and stuff, and it's like it's pretty short. It's only a few seconds, but I'm like, well, they're getting away with it. And then one streamer I watched, she actually just straight up said like, we're just gonna go, uh, what is it, uh, non-monetized, so we can play licensed music. And it's like, I thought that was kind of an interesting thing too. Black Sun 1784, less than 8 seconds, I believe, under fair use. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Because, yeah, I want to build, for my alerts, I want to build some, like, sci-fi movie reference stuff. Also, welcome to the stream, Black Sun 1784. 07. I don't know if you were here earlier, but I totally smashed my ship into the surface of one of these planets. I meant to hit my switch mode button, but that's right next to my boost button. So that's why I now have 76% hull integrity. The Sidewinder has that effect on people during long trips. Yeah. The thing is, it's my second stream. Death Cab for Cutie reference? Guess I don't need my...
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, interesting. They have a song called Black Sun. Oh. Yeah, it's from one of the books, right? All my ships start with Syndicate, if that helps. Oh, is that was on the Planet Killers from the old movies? I need to focus on landing, otherwise I'll have less than 76% hull integrity. Okay. Timothy Zahn's series, Prince Zizor. I probably murdered that name. One thing about the Sidewinder, it lands almost anywhere, as I just don't land. That's weird. There we are. Everyone always goes immediately to Soundgarden, so props for cluing me in on another song to confuse people with. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, Black Hole Sun. Yeah. Well, that's different. You can't have a sun that's also a black hole, right? Like, that's just seems anachronistic. Okay, we're about. So after 2 days, we've made it this far. I may have to do some out of stream, just booking it. Although I may stop by at Ronnie. See, not many people know the original title was Black Hole Sun. That's a new one. Man, got a long ways to go. I don't think I'm going to beat a Sagittarius and back before the DLC drops. Nope, 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 nope. Anyway, hey, it was great meeting you, Black Sun 1784. Thank you for stopping by. I'm actually going to jump off now to get some lunch. Tragic story of a father correcting his son's astrological knowledge or astronomical knowledge. I think it would be astronomical. Astrological is different. Unless, of course, you're a Taurus, then they're the same. Yes. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me. I'll be on probably again later tonight around 8 Pacific. So, you know, the black hole was in retrograde. So, there you go. Yes, the Elite Dangerous stream that talks about astrology. Sorry, I lose my nerd badge for the day. Yeah, just for the day. That's all right. That's all right. You'll get it back tomorrow at this time. All right, guys. I am going to bid you adieu for a little while, but thanks for joining in, and I'll see you in a bit. 07 and fly dangerously.
For your convenience and safety, pacification stations are active and tracking every station.